So, would you believe that I can change your world by evaluating just these three simple things? Hi guys, my name is Chef Katrina, and I actually came across this quote today, and it kind of shocked me a little bit because I started reading the comments that were being made because of this quote, and I guess I'm just coming at it from a different standpoint. A lot of this has to do with mindset, which is really what we're going to kind of go over, touch briefly today in this. But you really can change your world, and I can evaluate where you are in your life by asking you these three simple questions. What are you reading? What are you listening to? And who are you friends with? Now, the response that I got, or the responses that I was reading in the comments for this particular quote, were like, I'm reading some really good books, I'm listening to some fantastic music, but nobody's on the same wavelength as I am. Or, you know what, I don't have the friends that are looking to grow themselves and be better and so forth. And I can relate to this in a lot of ways because when I was a chef in the kitchen, I had these same similar problems. You know, who were the friends? Who did you meet with? Because when you're in a job environment, it's really hard to find the entrepreneurs because we're in a job environment, right? So I can understand some of these questions, but I think the real gist behind this is I can change your world by evaluating just these three simple things was that what are you reading? And that would be like, what is your mindset? What are you doing to develop yourself, to self-educate yourself? There's a lot of great books out there from everything from Think and Grow Rich to The 1 Minute Millionaire to all these fantastic books that specialize in the development of you and how you look at the world. So what are you reading is really about what is it that you're putting into your mind and what are you reading? Are you reading at least 10 pages a day of a good, solid book that's helping you develop your mindset? So what are you reading? By you telling me what you're reading, I can kind of evaluate where you are, right? If you're only spending time reading romance novels or sci-fi or something like that, and you're not really investing in your own education, I can kind of evaluate where you're at in your life. What are you listening to, right? A lot of people answer they're listening to some fantastic music. They have a little bit of everything. There's things they like, they don't like. But what you listen to really wasn't about what you listen to in terms of music. It's what you listen to in terms of your mentors, leaders, coaches, other entrepreneurs. Who are you listening to? Who do you look up to gain information from? I look up to my people that are in my world of influence because all of us are going to have different worlds of influence. So I look up to Mike Dillard. I look up to Tim Irway. I look up to Robert Kiyosaki. I look up to Eric Worre. I look up to Ray Higdon. I look up to these leaders that are doing things to better the world, to better people around them. Like they really do believe in giving back and making a difference and helping others. So I guess I follow the servant leaders, right? And who are you friends with? So who are you friends with? Who do you want to be friends with? I guess is the better question, right? Is who are you starting to associate with? And for a long time, I really wasn't associating with anyone beyond just those that I worked with. So I really had to go outside of my sphere of influence, I guess you could say, and really look for people that I wanted to be friends with. And your friends can also be people that are in books and so forth in terms of leaders that are out there. So like Robert Kiyosaki, you would consider somebody that's just a mentor to you, but who are your friends? So go out there and network with the people that you want in your wavelength, right? If you're telling me you can't find anybody that's on your wavelength, then you need to go out and find people that are at the wavelength that you want to be at. Don't expect this all to come to you. You actually have to actively go out and pursue and find people. I'll tell you right now, the best thing I ever did was go out and buy lunch for Tim Irway. I actually sent him an email. I was so scared. I was shaking. I was nervous. I really didn't want to hit the send button because I was like, oh my gosh, this can only end in tears. But at the same time, what was the worst thing that he could say was no, or, well, I don't have time this week, but maybe next week. I mean, if you reach out to people, you're probably doing more than most anybody out there. Everyone's afraid that people don't have time for them. And in that fear, they don't go out and pursue people that could possibly help them to get better. So think about that for a little bit. But who my friends are now is at a different level because I've put myself out there to connect with people at a higher level than I am because I want their knowledge and their influence. I want to learn from them, and I want to be able to take the people that are below or near or around me that want to get there too and help pull them up to that same group, that same level. So who are your friends? So a couple of things that I really thought about this was that, you know, we read this and we interpret it in different ways. So I guess it's really at where you are in your life that this is going to resonate with you the most. But if you're an entrepreneur and you want to change your circumstances, then I invite you to evaluate yourself and find out what it is that you're reading, who is it you're actually listening to, and who your friends are. And you'd be surprised. There are a lot of people even with you that you may not think are at the wavelength you want to be, but support you in your dreams. So don't neglect the support that you're getting from your family, from your friends that really do believe that you can achieve what you really set your mind to. So I hope you guys got some value out of this. I hope this really made some sense, maybe resonated with you a little bit. If you have further questions or comments or want to know what I'm reading, comment down below, leave a comment, and I'll answer you guys back and give you kind of a little list of what I'm reading and help push you to the next level. So I hope you guys are having a great day. Enjoy, and I'll talk to you in the next blog post.